And this section we're going to be working with some hardware devices. We're going to cover the basics such as the keyboard and mouse. Now, the first thing that you might notice when you open this movie is that I've changed my desktop. Now, why I did this? Well, it's because I want to spice things up a bit. But I'm just kidding. If you really want to know how I did that, all you have to do is look at a previous tutorial and you'll gain all the insight you need. Currently, as we're going to discuss hardware, we need to go to Control Panel. And for that, we'll first have to go to Start. There it is. We're going. Then you can see Control Panel right in front of you. We're going to click on it. Since we want hardware, we're going to go to Printers and Other Hardware right there in the top right corner. Click on it. As you can see, we have a whole list of hardware types here, many different types. We start from the game controllers, then the mouse, the printers and faxes, scanners, cameras, and the phone and modem options. But since we want keyboard, we're going to click on that as we're going to look at it first. First of all, we have our repeat delay, shows us when and how long it'll take when the next character appears if you keep it pressed. Right now it's not that long a delay. Beneath that we have how fast the rate of the delay is going to be. Over here we're going to test it right now. I'm going to hold down A. As you can see, there was some delay before the others appeared. Now I'm going to increase the delay a bit and make the rate even a bit slower. Soon enough. Here it is. I'm going to make the rate slower. Now you can see that there's going to be a marked difference. There. You saw that? Each letter is appearing much later. Delete that. Now we're going to go and make it a bit faster. Return it to the normal settings. Over here you can see this cursor blinking down here. You can control how fast it blinks from slow to none at all, like that. And now if I increase to very fast, but you do not want that as it might just hypnotize you. Hehe. Well, now we're going to set it to normal speed it was first, I guess, and we're going to go to the hardware tab. Over here you can see the type of keyboard you have, different types that they are. Now we are going to see that we have a troubleshooting bar down here. It can take you straight to the help menu. If you're connected to the internet, any problem you have can be discussed here. Properties, you don't really need to go here. A lot of tricky stuff in here. Probably for a computer professional to handle. You can just stay out of here before you change something which you might be sorry for later on. Now we're going to go to the next option. That is the mouse. Close this like that. There it is to our left. I'm going to click on it. It is almost sound like a keyboard. You see we have most settings for the mouse here. Now we see here that your left mouse button is your primary click. We haven't really set it right now, but most often for right-handers, the left mouse button is your primary click. If you're left-handed, you can switch the primary and secondary buttons to make the right button your primary click. You can also change your double click speed below, but as you can see that was for the left-handers up there. I'm going to change it. Don't want the key to be because I'm right-handed. And below the double click speed shows you how fast you need to double click, very fast or slow, like that. Currently it's I'm going to start very fast. I'll have to double click really fast or it won't open. As you can see I had trouble there, but now make it medium so I can easily open my files. Not that much speed required. I'll make it very slow and it'll open very easily. Now below we have the click lock. Enables you to highlight or drag without holding down the mouse. I really wouldn't prefer this option because it can be a bit confusing. Under the pointers tab you can change how the pointers appear. Different types, different color schemes. As you can see, the dinosaur, and we have the 3D white system, which was the default one. Then the bronze, to a little bit color added. The normal, the hands, different hands for different functions, animated functions. Oh, these are the ones we have currently. Busy. A few more. We have the Windows default. Then we come to pointer options. Over here you can change the pointer speed first of all. Slow, fast, currently set in the middle. Different other options, shortcuts, so on and so forth. It can move dialog buttons. You can even hide the pointer if you want. Well, that's a good option because it can get a bit confusing. If you want to move the default button, entirely up to you. It gets a bit confusing like everything. Should really prefer the default settings if I were you. Trails helps keep a track of where your mouse has been. Not very necessary. And can hypnotize you again, if you know what I mean. This is the best option, helps in controlling your typing. And this is if you ever lose your key mouse, that is, ever go off screen, you can do it with that. Scrolling. And this helps how fast you want to scroll, how many lines. Hardware shows which type of mouse you have. You can see I have the Logitech USB Mouseman wheel. I have the same troubleshooting properties as I had in keyboard. Cancel that. Then we're going to close it and move on to our next lesson within Windows XP.